Alrighty guys, good evening and welcome back. Here we are, just about to jump in to the grand final for tonight. The Horsemen, of course, taking on the Immortals in this best of 5 series. The Horsemen, they actually have a Wargaming League match after this. So they've got a hot tail it, so we're going to be doing the grand final as the last match of tonight and getting right into it. And well, that is exactly what we're doing here, loading into steps with the Horsemen. Well, that's a Horseman lineup right there, what you're seeing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 T-54 lightweight tier 8 Russian light tanks. They're going to be doing battle against 4 T-54 lightweights, 1 RU-251 and a T-32, which, you know, is a fairly standard defensive lineup here, a fairly solid lineup there from the Immortals. But I also have a suspicion that the Horsemen, they might be playing a little bit more aggressive than normal in this one as well, because well, they've got to hot tail it a little bit to get to the WGL. I'll have to wait and find out though how they play this one. Already we are seeing them moving out, and I actually just realised the Horsemen, they're actually on the defence for the first 2 games here in this best of 5, and you know, I was like, oh yeah, okay, well, we've got a T-32 and RU-251, you know, they just must be on the defense. But nope, Horsemen, they can defend with you know, they can defend with 6 T-54 lightweights. Why not? And right now they're going to be pushing. We are going to be seeing a clash very early on, and if this goes away, I think it will, this is going to end in the Horsemen's favour, because 1, 2, 3 tanks, I count the minimap right there, from the Immortals are not around the place. So we're getting some shots coming out early on. That T-54 lightweight there of the Immortals goes up in smoke. Gorilla taking C5M down to kick things off right here, and the Horsemen, they are not stopping. They're charging on, as the next focus is going to be that T-54 lightweight there, getting a few shots back onto Just Rex. Lots missing. These tanks are moving pretty fast around these hills on steps right here. 738 damage and a few more shots still coming in and missing. The Kitten though puts one on the board for the Immortals, taking down Spencer, and some more shots coming out right there. None takes down Unreal. Knight of Sidonia right here dropped down to 51% HP, but the Kitten in this RU-251 is doing work, taking down another one with the help of his team. Faluso though takes him down though. That's the RU-251 of the Immortals going down. Some more shots fired. Everything is happening right here, and so far it's looking pretty good for the Horsemen. They still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 T-54 lightweights. Hades has just gone down, so they're going to be going up against 2 T-54 lightweights and 1 T-32. That's all that's standing on the Immortals lineup right here. And we can see Just Rex going to be getting some shots across as well. Hurricane goes down to none. The Horsemen, they're not stopping. They leave the T-32 till last, and he's really not going to be able to do anything against this wolf pack of T-54 lightweights. And I tell you what, the Horsemen, what a brilliant match to watch. Super fast, super exciting world of tanks right there, and that's how you play aggressive on steps. It's as simple as that. Just absolute flat-out aggression from the get-go. You know, they weren't on the defensive side that match. They were effectively playing offense, and it worked out for them extremely well, like we can see. So 1.9k damage. Faluso did work there. None 1.5k. Gorilla 1.5k as well. Just Rex 1.5k. Just about. So on the other side though, Prio, he was left till last, so he did manage to get the most damage on the board, which is exactly what you're looking for. But overall, the Immortals going to be losing out that first map. The Horsemen taking one so far, and remember, this is a best of 5 final, so we're going to be seeing the Horsemen again on the attack, on the defense, sorry, on the attack fence, something like that. And it's looking like the Horsemen pretty confident with their T-54 lightweights. So There we go. But it's looking like maybe Prio might be changing up his tank there. Maybe locking something else in. I'm not too sure. But right now, okay. Ooh, I see. T32 times 2, T54 lightweight times 4, T37, and that is the Horseman's pick. So they're going with the going with 2 T32s this time. So that's that's actually a much more actually defensive kind of lineup for the defensive side here on Steps, which is what kind of should be expected. So IMT, let's have a look at what they're going to be picking. They've got 1 T32, 4 T54 lightweights, 1 T37, so nothing too crazy there as well. I think they've actually got the exact same lineup, so I'll let the guys know that I'm caps. Alrighty. So there we go. We've got both lineups, and going to be expecting a slightly more defensive play style here this game to come out of the Horsemen. And there we go. Let's take a look, see what they do. You never know, the Horsemen, if there's any team that might push on the defensive side of Steps with T32s, it's probably the Horsemen. And they're probably the team that would be able to pull it off as well. But right now, 25 seconds left on the clock, and hopefully this time I'll actually get enough time to run through both teams' lineups, which you haven't had a chance to do so far because Horsemen, well, they just absolutely blitzed it last time. So with 8 seconds left on the clock there, going to be getting this one underway. And let's start off by running through the Horsemen's lineups. They have, to kick things off, Just Rex in this T32. Gorilla in his T32. Faluso going to be commanding the first of the T54 lightweights. Knight of Sidonia in one of those as well, as is Archon 01 and Nun. And T37 there is going to be driven by Spencer. So on the other side though, Prio is going to be in his T32. Once again, we've got the Kitten in this RU251. Hurricane in the T54 lightweight, as is Blackheart, C5M, and Hades here. So Unreal Rogue in the T37 as well. In the meantime though, we can see again not standard positionings for the Horsemen, and this is actually, I would call this dangerous to do from the Horsemen, because if IMT actually recognise where they are, if they just get a scout out, if they see the T32s are there, then they should instantly rotate over towards that 2 flag. Boom, just like that. That's 2 T32s that in theory they don't have to deal with. So this is risky stuff from the Horsemen. You know, yes, if IMT try and go for the full committed push here again, then sure, the Horsemen are going to be able to blitz them. But I want to see IMT really getting a strong rotation on right now, and that T37 is in a little bit of trouble. Some shots coming in. Just Rex does manage to take him down. None though, taking a lot of damage, dropped down to 58% HP over there. So has to be a little bit careful of where he's going. Does manage to get a shot on towards that T54 lightweight there that may not have thought that he was spotted. None though, takes a gas tank hit, dropped down to 457. He's still going to try and contest it. Does manage to get one more shot in there before kind of falling back. And we are seeing the rotate happening. So IMT, they've traded a little bit, and they're going to be rotating on towards the 2 flags. And look at where the T37s from the Horseman side are right now. We've got Gorilla and Just Rex. They're all the way down in the, well, just about in the Immortals spawn. So not going to be able to help out from there for sure. And it's going to be down to these guys to rotate. They're going to have to rotate fairly quickly as well, and it's going to be a recapture effort from the Horsemen on towards that 2 flag there, which is now being captured up to 25 at the moment. Let's flick over towards the attackers, RU251 and the T32, both on that flag as Spencer goes down. So some more shots going to be coming in very, very soon as the kitten. Kind of hiding behind this T-32 right there. The base capture is up to 62. And, oh, lucky, lucky Hurricane. Excuse me, didn't actually get a reset there. I thought he was going to ram the kitten, but it's looking like the reset is going to be coming in anyway. Onto 90, onto 92. That was actually a ricochet right there. They might get it. They need the reset happening. It's not going to happen. The capture comes in. The Horsemen, one ricochet too late right there. And there we go. That was, I mean, wow. Milliseconds too late with that one. And they're not going to be happy about that either. That was, I mean, they could have, if they just got the reset, turned that around and actually won it out, but no. So there we go now. Horsemen going to be swapping over to the defensive side. Sorry, the aggressive side here. Alrighty, but right now we are 1-1 at the moment. With, you know, the Immortals there, they played that one extremely well. They rotated when they needed to. It was a quick rotate. They committed to the flag cap. Did basically exactly what they needed to in that situation. So now that they're on the defensive side, it's actually going to be tricky, I feel, because a standard defense on steps, which is what I'm expecting the Immortals to go for, kind of around this, you know, with a few tanks around here. Actually, let's just change the color. I'll make sure it's nice and bright. But yeah, a few explit, please. Ooh, testing. Ooh, yeah. Yes, there we go. Okay, so with a few tanks kind of around this area here on that plateau, looking towards any one flag attackers, you know, a couple of T-32s here, a nice maybe T-54 or RU-251 perched up in that little spot there, looking down on any attackers that might be coming in towards a 2 flag. Very hard to kind of get through that defense. So it's looking like right now no changes on the Horseman side for this one, and no changes on either side actually. So there we go. Okay, and loading in towards this. I mean, the Immortals would be pretty happy if they could win this one out. They, of course, this is a best of 5, so they need to win 2 more games. But if they just win these 2 on the defensive side, I think this is going to be, you know, the doable part for them. Steps, I feel, on the defensive side is one of the not one of the easiest maps to win, but has a few very clear, effective defensive strategies. So right now though, I'm going to be getting this one underway. Let's get this show on the road. As Just Rex here, he's going to be rolling out, and interesting, the Horsemen actually heading right early on. I would have expected them to potentially actually head towards that 1 flag and just try for the trades up in up near the 1 flag. But no, it's not looking like that is going to be happening at all, as we see Feluso and Nunn, they are bolting towards this 2 flag right here, so they're going to be getting onto it very, very quickly. And already there, not too sure if they have been spotted. There we go, shot coming in. Feluso misses his first shot right there, and some more shots going to be heading over there. Feluso misses his second as well, so that T-54 lightweight's gun not quite proving accurate enough for Feluso to hit that one, as he does get hit himself. Drop down to 82% HP. And going to be Getting Knight of Sidonia here as well. Kind of in a pretty aggressive spot. So right now the Horsemen, they're just waiting for their T32s. As soon as they're here, then they can really start to go for some aggressive trades. Use that strong frontal turret armor of the T32s to, you know, poke their heads out and put some pressure on the defenders, the Immortals right here. So they're going to be coming over the hill. And as long as these T32s are in a kind of hold down position, then they're going to be pretty strong. So it'll be interesting to see how the Immortals actually react here. Some shots coming out. That's going to be one ricochet already. Gorilla poking his head over there. Does manage to get the shot out. And that's going to be another one coming in from Just Rex. The T54 lightweights. The other one's on the Horsemen. Also trying to help out on the other side. That T32 is going down pretty fast right there as well. Trying to angle the turret though. It's going to be safe for the moment. Feluso taking a lot of shots, dropped down to 24% HP and actually lost his visor as well. So going to be missing that next shot. And Feluso is definitely the focus right here, but might be... Oh no, the ram actually comes in. Brilliant ram there from Hurricane, combined with a shot, I think. That's going to be taking down Feluso, but we've just seen another couple of shots coming in there, taking down the Kitten, Hurricane, and now Hades. So IMT, they've just lost 3 tier 8 tanks in quick succession here. The Horsemen still have 4 remaining, so they're looking pretty good. Right now though, Gorilla, 70% HP, taking some shots. Prio takes down Just Rex, so the T32s. Now there is one left on either side, I tell a lie, but as Prio goes down, Gorilla right there needs to get into a slightly better position, just getting peppered. But with only 1 tank left in the tier 8 department on the IMT side, Blackheart, it is going to be very, very tricky for him. In fact, I'd say almost insurmountably tricky for him to win out this one. As Gorilla is actually being peppered right there though, but Knight of Sidonia going to be coming around, taking him down. And only Unreal Rogue is left, so... Going to be left there on 231 HP, 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the scoreboard for the Horsemen to capture out that base. That's exactly what they're going to be doing. And, well, Gorilla actually on 1% HP, none on 1% HP as well. So, definitely a hard-fought battle there from the Immortals, but it's not looking like they're going to get their rewards from it. With Spence actually... Is he spotted? Yeah, Unreal must be spotted by now, so... Going to be seeing Knight of Sidonia, maybe getting the ram in, maybe not. Not too sure, but there we go. Shot comes in from the T54 lightweight, and the Horsemen take out that one. So, now on towards the next battle. I think we're going to be seeing some pretty similar tanks as well. Right now, though, taking a look at the battle results, the team score. Gorilla had 2.2k in his T32. Pretty fair effort there. And those T32s definitely actually did a lot of work on the Horseman side there. Getting into those nice hold down positions. Took a lot of damage as well, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, yeah, took quite a few. Yeah, there we go. So 3 ricochets on Just Rex, who was the focus. Alrighty, and now going to be down to IMT just to think about their tank picks now. They really do, because if they lose out this next one, then they are out of this week's ESL Asia Go4WoT Weekly Cup. So, treading on thin ice right here. And in terms of their defense, I mean, I think they were definitely expecting the Horsemen just to go up towards that 1 flag and try the 1 flag kind of standard trade. What I'd like to see this time is the Immortals can afford to do that can afford to have their tanks in the same positions initially, but they need to send down their T-37 down towards that 2 flag to scout out to see whether the Horsemen are just going to be bolting towards there, so that they have enough time to react, so that they have enough time to get their, their T-32 into position, maybe their RU-251, into a better position as well. So we'll have to wait and see. Right now though, 16 seconds left on the clock, and it's time to find out whether the Horsemen are going to be able to take this one out in 3. Well, technically in 4, but or whether the Immortals are able to even it up to a piece and draw us out to a 5th and final map between these two guys. Of course, the next map, if we do get to that stage, will be on Lakeville. So right now it's looking like the Horsemen going to be going with a very similar strat right here, and I, again, not convinced with this. Unreal Rogue, he's sitting here. He's not... I don't like the T-37 sitting here. Just... if you want a tank, if you want a tier 6 light tank that's just going to be sitting in a bush, pick an AMX or something, I think. But who knows? I'm not the pro player right here, so maybe Unreal Rogue knows something that I don't. Right now though, the Horsemen, I mean, it is definitely a slower push coming in from them this time, so not quite as rushed as we saw in last match. But we are going to be getting Gorilla and Just Rex heading over the place. Heading over these hills right here. As you see all those T-54s kind of clumped up together near the spawn for the Immortals. And these T-32s once again going to be leading up the front and getting themselves into some nice hold down positions using that strong frontal turret armor to deflect shots. And right now we've got, interestingly enough, the Horsemen, they're not actually pushing at the moment with their lights. Oh, as I said, they might finally be starting to, but they've definitely got a few of their lights just kind of chilling out here. Not entirely sure why, but I think we can see some shots coming in right there as Gorilla makes his way on towards the flag and actually taking a couple of shots. Does get dropped down to 83% HP. I think that last one was a ricochet. But right now we do have those 2 T-32s on the flag. They've taken a little bit of damage getting onto there, as is to be expected, and they're actually going to be popping out right there. That was not worth it for Gorilla. I'm sorry, mate. 52% HP. It's not gone well for you. As that T-32 there, Prio, doing some work as well. Just Rex going to be popping out again. This isn't working. These trades not going in the Horsemen's favour right now. They need to wait for backup. They need to wait for their T-54 lightweights to come in and really help things out, because trading with 2 T-32s that are always getting hit, not good. Not good. There's Archon 01 there, and that T-54 taking a few shots. Faluso taking one as well. So overall, the Horsemen, they need to get some back on the board, and the Immortals, I'm liking this rotation right here, pushing right up to behind Archon 01. He's going to take a couple of shots, does get his ammo storage hit, repairs it very, very quickly, but loses it once again, and he's dropped down to 2% HP. May not even be able to get another shot out. No, he cannot. First tank to go down there, that's going to be that tier 8 from the Horseman side. And now we're seeing the brawl erupt in the center of the map right here. Let's take a look from the bird's eye view as we see the Kitten taking down Just Rex, Knight of Sidonia taking down Prio, and right now Faluso is going to be the next one to go down, taking 505 damage in quick succession. Knight of Sidonia, though, doing a lot of work, taking down Blackheart, C5M as well. Put 2 kills on the board with Faluso and Gorilla going down. This is not looking good for the Horsemen right here. Down to the last 2 remaining tier 8 tanks. Knight of Sidonia on 2% HP. None trying to guard him. Taking a ram there. Oh, and that's a ram going to be able to finish off IMT Hades there as well, I think. And Spencer, last tank standing. Unreal Rogue deals with him. And that is going to be the Immortals drawing this one out to a 5th and final game. So, on the team scoreboard right there, the kitten, yeah, ooh, I don't know why the Horsemen left the RU251 up for so long. That is always going to be dodgy, leaving the RU up. So, not a good move, but overall, I feel as though if the Horsemen had just done the exact same thing as last time, actually just committed early on, and you know, pushed from as soon as the round started right onto the flag, could have worked out a lot better for them. But they waited. They waited until the T-32s had got there. The T-32s engaged in some really dodgy trades, which didn't work out. So, onto the tiebreaker now. But now let's take a look at the tanks. So, and in fact, while we're getting this next one set up, guys, might even just jump off to a quick little break. So do not go anywhere. We'll be back right after this with the grand final deciding tiebreaker between the Immortals and the Horsemen. So do not go anywhere. We'll be back right after this. Alrighty guys, welcome back. Here we are just about to, in fact we are just jumping in now to the tiebreaker, the deciding match between these two teams in this week's ESL Asia Go4WoT Cup number 17 Grand Final. We are playing on Lakeville, of course, and this is to decide whether the Horsemen can take out the Grand Final or whether the Immortals will be able to best them. We've got 5 seconds left on the countdown clock. Let's take a quick run through of the team's lineups. The Horsemen are going to be bringing 2 IS3s, 4 T54 lightweights, and the MT25 that we can see here. The good old MT. We're seeing a few different tier 6 tanks since the most recent patch as well. On the other side, though, on the Immortals, they have the AMX 5100, 3 IS3s, and we're going to be getting back into that one very, very shortly. As I'm glad that WoT just decided that a few little technical issues would be a great time. Well, the Grand Final would be a great time to have a few little technical issues. So there we go. We can jump right back in game now, and well, hopefully we won't have missed anything because just crashed a riot. There we go. Okay, so take 2. Yes, we haven't missed a single thing. So the Immortals lineup though: AMX 5100, 3 IS3s, 1 T32, 1 T54 lightweight, 1 T37. There we go, and setting up into some fairly standard defensive positions. The Immortals, they're not going into the city. They're just sitting at the back of the 2 flag, which I like that a lot more than when defenders sit in the city. It gives a lot more kind of room to rotate towards the 1 flag if the need be. The Immortals also, they've got Hurricane here, perfect spot, definitely for all those kind of newer tankers out there. Remember this spot here, it's kind of just on the edge of J2. If you really need to just get a nice kind of single tank defense of the 1 flag, or at least a great scout of the 1 flag. And there we go, Hurricane is going to be seeing some of those tanks as they come over the hill there, obviously not wanting to contest that one with just himself, and we're going to be seeing some, well, hopefully some rotations coming in from the Immortals side right here as the Horsemen are barreling up and going to be getting on towards that flag very, very shortly. We can see the IS3s actually leading the charge, so None and Just Rex with a couple of their T54 lightweight buddies following behind them. They've also got Gorilla on the middle path there as well. And here we go. We've got that AMX 5100 right up the top there in that nice spot. Going to be getting a shot across on towards None. But None returns fire, as do the rest of the Horsemen right there. That AMX, the kitten, is getting pummeled. 538 HP left and decreasing very rapidly. Unreal Rogue in the meantime destroying his counterpart, Spencer MT25. Faluso taking some shots, dropped down to 78%. We can see right here his fuel tank's gone as well. Excuse me, but Knight of Sidonia also dropped down to 82% HP and takes another one, dropping himself down to 62%. So the fight is well and truly on that 1 flag. And the Immortals, well, I can see they've still got 2 of their tier 8s left down on that 2 flag. That could be costly right there for them, as we're still seeing the rotations come in. None with his IS3 looking to get one more shot on towards that T32 and not going to be able to get that one through the armor. Just Rex as well. He's looking pretty lucky to be alive on 3% HP as Faluso takes down Prio. It's going to be 1 T32 down. Gorilla in the meantime taking down Unreal Rogue, so disposing of that T37. And oh, look at that. In the meantime, we can see this AMX 5100 here in a lot of trouble. Dropped down to 52 HP, but Gorilla as well actually gets very low. The kitten wins out that firefight. Nice bit of play there from the AMX, and we're seeing an even... Yeah, it's even at the moment in terms of tier 8s. We still have 3 minutes left on the scoreboard, so the Horsemen, they do have time to play with right here, but have to be very, very careful as, well, everyone is getting a little bit low. Although, as I say that, we've got a full HP IS3 coming up from the Immortals, and the Horsemen, well, Just Rex is on 3%, None on 50%, Knight of Sidonia 14%, Archon 01 79%. So they're far from healthy it's got to be said, and that IS-3 is definitely going to be able to get a few flag resets in as well. So whether the question now is whether the Immortals want to try and go for that, go for time, and just keep on disrupting the cap. You know, there's only 2 minutes and 20 seconds left, so they definitely do have the option to do that, or whether they actually want to try and clean out all of the Horsemen. I almost want to see them just go for the cap disrupt right now. But let's wait and see what they do decide to go for. Flicking over right now, we've got Hades, who's looking across. You know, Just Rex can't peek now either. He's on 3% HP. So, None taking another big shot there. We do see some shots fired back. And those tanks getting fairly low. The base cap still hasn't been started yet. 1 minute and 48 seconds left. So, ooh, Archon 1 gets a nice shot. We do get Hades repairing his turret ring there, but there we go. Feluso does the business cleaning up one more IS-3. So that is actually a crucial kill for the Horsemen. It's going to let them get back on towards the flag. The base cap now has started up. 1 minute and 30 seconds left for the Horsemen to get that cap happening. We've still got C5M in his IS-3, Blackheart in the IS-3, and the Kitten in that AMX 5100. Oh, gets a nice shot there, resetting the cap. One more might be enough even to take out that IS-3 that he's targeting. It's looking like that's not going to happen though, as None ducks behind some cover on 4% hit points at the moment. So really playing with fire. Oh, and the Kitten takes down Just Rex. Brilliant positioning there from that AMX 5100. And with 54 seconds left on the clock, this is looking very, very hard for the Horsemen. They've got Knight of Sidonia coming down the middle, but needs to come down fast and needs to be very, very careful as well. Only on 14% hit points. And well, with 37 seconds left on the clock, the base cap only on 20 right there. This is very, very tricky. You know, we've got Feluso. Okay, so they have actually got 3 members in the base cap. That is exactly what they need to do. So, good move. Knight of Sidonia there needs to kind of buy a bit of time and try and take them out. Is he going to go for a shot in the AMX 5100? Is he going to go for those 2 IS-3s? The base cap is actually already up to 80. We've got 10 seconds left. We need to see a reset coming in right there. That's exactly what's going to happen. 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's on 80, 84. Not going to happen. The Horsemen lose out to the Immortals. Immortals taking out that grand final in an intense nail biter right there to end out today's Go4WoT Weekly Cup. Great bit of play there from the Immortals. They absolutely 110% deserve that. I would say the Kitten there in that AMX 5100 MVP for sure of that one. So really, the scoreboard as well, it was pretty even, you know, all throughout the match, but then just at the end there, boom, that reset, you know, that earned the Immortals the win. So very well played, and we're getting the GGs out in chat there as well. But that is just about it. So that is going to be the final match for today, guys. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and well, we'll be seeing you next week, and that is just about it as well. As I say that, as I'm trying to control a million things here at once. But there we go. Flicking over now to, where are we? Our thanks for watching page. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Remember to give Wargaming Asia a follow down the bottom there on our Twitch page, at ESLWOT as well for the ESL World of Tanks Twitter. All of that good stuff. So there we go. And yeah, I think that's just about it for today's matches. We'll see you next week.